Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So tonight's question is, are Willow and Drew the true villains on General Hospital? Now, I'm going to sit there and say no. I think they are just two flawed people that have done things that, well, they shouldn't have done, obviously. But I don't think that they're villains. Now, we're going to sit there and talk about all that. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born Beautiful and Young and Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Also, shout out to my gorgeous queen cat lady for killing it on her review today. I left it in a post-it, in a post, so definitely check out her video. Let's do roll call and get this started. Amy's in chat. How you doing tonight? Chris is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Amber's in the chat. How you doing tonight? GH fan is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Black Mom is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tommy is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Why the Letitia's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, you know, and that's the thing, Tommy. Yes, you're right. I don't understand why he decided to lie first, just for him to sit there and be honest the second time. What's the point of that? Letitia's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Lisa Clapp is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Francis in the chat. How are you doing tonight? And yes, it's actually very true. What was the point of doing that? Because even Lily was like, "What's the point of dangling a job in his face if you're not going to give it to him?" And we don't know him. Now, Jade fan says, "I don't think they're villains in General Hospital, but I think they, as well as Nina, are the villains in this specific story." Okay, I respect your opinion. I'm doing good, Black Mom. I had the day off, so I got some stuff done, so I'm very happy. Um, yeah, I had a good day. You damn right, Letitia Willow got the smoke for Josh today. Her hypocritical ass. Her hypocritical ass. You want to sit there and come at, and what's good, cherry ice cream? My day was actually good, Tommy. How was yours? I got my notes for the Young and the Restless, so we're gonna talk about that too. Yes, that's true. Kyle should be grateful he's not in jail cleaning toilets. Terry Ice Cream's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Well, how you going to sit there and come at somebody and talk about you cheated? Well, you cheated too. Well, we weren't married. It doesn't matter. You cheated. You cheated. Okay, it does not matter. You cheated. It's my last day before I go to work. Tommy says, "Good day. It's my last day before I go to work." Yes, I get it. I go back to work tomorrow. Um, because she doesn't have any self-respect for herself. That's why, Tommy. Unfortunately, that's what happens when people don't have self-respect. Um, and it is unfortunate. It is. It's just unfortunate. There's really nothing else to sit there and say about that. Metalhead says, I saw an article that says, is Willow like Nell and Nina? In my opinion, she's not. Despite me despising her character at this point, she never lets people think her loved ones are dead yet. I mean, here's the thing. I get it. I get it. That's her brother, and she was. Here's the thing. She wasn't entirely wrong, right? And I didn't sit there and say that enough in my review. Maybe I'll address it tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, Michael did sit there and give her the world. Okay. Willow was like, I have the opportunity to sit there and spend time with my kids because I'm married to a rich man. He supported her in every decision that she made, and that's how she thanked him. So yes, that was wrong. And Willow and Jocelyn was right. Willow does have a history of cheating. But again, you're not gonna sit there and start talking about how, you know, you're a cheater and you're a cheater. Boo, you cheated too. You treated Cameron like a damn toilet seat. I don't give two shits if you don't have kids. I don't care if the details are different. You still cheated. So don't sit there and give me that crap. We're not gonna do that. You know the problem, Tommy? I'm gonna sit there and tell you right now. Lily was being super negative, and Abby was just sit there being a parrot. Abby was like, "Yeah, Lily's right about this. Lily's right about that." I just sat there and I looked and I was like, "Okay." I mean, the problem is, Ryan. I didn't think that she went too far. I don't think that Marty went too far. I think that they're just being lawyers, right? This is a bad situation, and the last thing you need on top of the father of their children being burned is to have lawyers come in and start grabbing kids out of one house and grabbing kids out the other house. It's a shitty situation, and it just makes lawyers look bad. But like, I mean, I can't sit there and say that Diane went too far because Marty was thinking the same thing. Francis says today, Francis says Taylor going to get her broken heart syndrome back at the Ridge. Goes back to Taylor. She will have no one to blame but herself for trusting Ridge. Again, pathetic. I wish Brooke will go back to Bill. Exactly. 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 Lisa said Brooke and Bill is where it's at. Tommy says Abby should be grateful people still like her what she did to Chance. Well, yeah, she did. She did use Chance like she did use Chance like a toilet seat. That is correct. Abby did use Chance like a toilet seat. Ron, why did Phil had to talk about the 4 6? Yeah, that was stupid. That was stupid. That was really dumb. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, anybody could have came in there. Me, that's 5 steps. That's 5 steps too far. Yeah, I mean, listen, they both went too far. But to be fair, Ryan, they are lawyers. So, you know, lawyers going to law. Lawyers going to be lawyers. Um, Tommy says, it's real life. The cop will disown her for the cheat on the partner and put his life in danger. Hmm? Yes, Monique, and yes, you said that. You said in my comment section. Monique says so much for Brooke. I'm a strong, independent woman speech. She gave Riz smack fire out of him, and now she's sitting there being all mopey and everything. Um, yeah, she's sitting there being all Stephanie done lost her damn mind. Stephanie is so disconnected when it comes to us what men want. It is laughable. If she think that goofy ass chick named Daphne is irresistible to men, I, oh my lord, this chick done lost her damn mind. Listen. I'd rather go out with Steffi than I go out with Daphne. And Steffi is a control freak. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, Brian. I mean, it's not so much about sympathy, but you play with dangerous people. You borrow money from dangerous people. At some point, you got to know that the consequences was coming. Like that's what happens. Francis says Daphne is weird and not attractive at all. But she's pretty. She's weird in the sense like she is weird. She has this very diva like kind of attitude. And the problem, the problem is, and I know it sounds really, well, I'm gonna sit there and say it anyway. Well, you are you have a diva attitude, but you don't have the body to back it up. Query babes, I was gonna sit there and shit. What you got going on Saturday? I'll just ask you right now since you're in the chat. What you got going on Saturday? This Saturday. I was gonna ask you closer to tomorrow to sit there and see what your plans is for Saturday. Well, it's not really an affair, all right. Willow's a grown ass woman. I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying you can't sit there and come at somebody and say, "Oh, well, you're a cheater. You cheated on this. You cheated on that." It's like, okay, all right. All right. All right. So we'll plan it out and see what your next week is like, and then we'll go from there. All right. I don't know what time I'm working till Sunday, so about well, shit. I gotta sit there and see what Sunday's like. But we'll plan it out for next week then. Yeah, of course. Like I said, I was gonna message you tomorrow since if you had an idea better, but yeah, that's fine. Then we'll plan out for next week then. Monique says both Carter and Holt live in La La Land. They really expect Riz, Steffi, and Eric to come back and work for them after what they did exactly. But my whole thing is, what is Steffi's real plan? Because you stop to think about it for a hot minute. Okay, well, you get Carter and Holt to break up, but Carter still has control of the company. So does she really think? Does she really think like that doesn't do anything? And she really is overestimating this Daphne chick to sit there and have Carter under her spell to sit there and change his mind and give the company back. Really? That's your big plan? Come on, Bold. Yeah, probably unfortunately, Tommy, but I do feel that Jordan is getting tired of Ian because Jordan has been putting in work and Ian has been sitting there holding up his obligation for her. So and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Um Justin. Yeah, I see you're bad guys, Drew and Willow like Carter and Hope. Okay, like Carter and Hope. Um all right, well I respect your opinion, Justin. Francis says, Albert, didn't Steffi say she's going back to Forrester? How is she going to justify the sudden change of heart? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, even if she's able to pull that off, because they did leave the door open, so it's not really that hard to convince them if they're really going to give her a chance to come back. But my whole, and yes, that's going to be interesting to sit there and see how she does. I just don't get her plan because breaking him up is not going to do anything. He still has control of the company. Like, but you're right about that. Tommy says the nanny is going to be the next. Oh, you mean the guy that they used to call Mr. Shepherd? Damn. Or is Diane right to try to get it to change? Mm, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I mean, she still loves him. She's still always going to love him. And unfortunately, sometimes marriages don't always work out. It doesn't mean that you don't love anyone less. It doesn't mean that you don't care for somebody. You might have been royally effed up in a relationship as far as cheating, but and she is a nurse. Let's just be very clear. She is a nurse. So if I sit there and have my proxy to someone, it will be a nurse. Despite the, you know, relationship issues, Princess says you love them in different ways. Yes. You can still love somebody and not be in love with them. Grace says her mind's on Drew. Yeah, but she can still, you know. Or what if she uses it as blackmail like Marty suggested? Well, then she's a screwed up person then. But I'm just saying to her, like, she's a nurse, right? I would like to have a nurse on my side as far as proxy. Yes, hit that goddamn like button, Francis. Hit that like. Thank you, Francis. Hit that like button. I'm about to hit the like button too. Tracy Steve's Happy Tuesday. Thank you, Tommy. Okay, we got 14 likes so far. We got 30 people in the chat, so that's half of the chat so far. Make sure you hit that like button. Teresa is not the one who cheated with Uncle Drew. Okay, all right, that's fair. Thank you, Tommy. I'm an excellent player. Well, you know, Francis, I am glad. Francis, I was just going to say I'm glad that Kristen agreed to therapy. My gorgeous queen cat lady. First of all, cat lady, of course I missed you. Well, I missed you. Oh, by the way, did you not sit there and see what I did? Okay, so I want to sit there and say something right now. Cat Lady said, make sure. Cat Lady said that she's going to hit the dislike button. You know what I posted on my community tab? I posted on my community tab to go check out my gorgeous queen's review, which is what I actually have back here. Is back here because I did actually watch it today, and I did like that line. Um, what did I sit down and say? Warrior Hero was good. Was good, Warrior Hero. Why the f is my shit not there? What? Not the tab though. Yeah, you said be careful because life is gonna be life in. I like that. Glad to hear that, Warrior Hero. Oh, I need Viagra. Okay, Ron. But yes. That was my thing at. You goddamn right, Tommy, he ain't scared of no one. As it should be. So that's on the community tab. So yes, I do watch your reviews, Cat Lady. Okay. So moving forward, no more lies and fallacies that you was there saying in the members chat before. No more lies and fallacies, Cat Lady. Because I do watch your videos and I like to sit there and hear what you have to say. Tommy, do you want Sharon to go to jail though? Do you want Sharon to go to jail, Tommy? Ryan says the whole and family ties talk is getting really old from Ryan. No, Ryan. I find it funny. I find it funny, Ryan. Gorgeous Queen Janet, and it's snowing in Texas. Tell me, what do you want her to go to jail for? Yeah, exactly, Callie. You know what I'm talking about, so we don't need to sit there and say, but you know that. Ryan, let me tell you something. I do this about 5 days a week. If I didn't have patience, I'm sorry, if I didn't have patience, oof. Donna says, how about you talking heat? Are you taking heat from your GH review? Some of what you said made sense to me. Thank you, Donna. And I love the heat. I love the heat that I get. Donna, you know me. Okay? I have a knack for getting under people's skin. I'm very talented that way. Thank you, Donna. Gloria, how are you doing tonight, Gloria? It's good to see you. Ryan says that's actually a great point. Yeah, it's just it's fun, Ryan. Because I trust me, I've seen some of your comments, and we go back and forth, but I clearly don't get that upset about it. I don't actually get really upset about it at all. Jenna says, I predict the perfume guy will make a play for Finn. Ooh, I would love that. Jenna, do you understand how much I would sit there and laugh if that happens? Ooh. Francis says, did you see Kim Madison was one of the stars who lost their homes? Yeah, yeah, I did, Francis. Unfortunately, it's Eric Braden also left. Um, Cynthia Watro's daughter had to evacuate. It's bad. It's bad. Donna says, I hear you, two cheaters judging another character. Cheater is like two thieves. Exactly. Exactly. And that thing is, Donna, I understand that the situations is slightly different, but you're still cheated though. Kelly says, but guess what? I watched They Say, I'm loving the brothers. Okay, all right. I like that. I like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I did sit there and see that, Ron. And yeah, he reminded me, Thomas and Paris is supposed to have a wedding about 2 months ago, and that didn't happen. And then he just removed them from the opening credits. That's crazy. Exactly, Donna. So my whole thing is like, I get that, she's defending her son and stuff like that, but she's like, oh well, you 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 broke up a happy home and stuff like that. I'm like, Carly, you cheated dozens of times. On top of the fact that when you came into town, you broke up a happy home with your own mother. So we're not going to sit there and go there. Renee, what's good, Renee? Well, you know what, Ryan? I will respect your opinion, but see me, I'm still going to drag them. I'm still gonna sit there and drag their ass 5 days a week. I will drag Jocelyn's ass like there is no tomorrow. I will drag Carly. I will drag Jason. I will drag every single character from every single show because I can. And I have fun doing it. But I respect your opinion. Yeah, that's right. You want to sit there and talk about, oh, I get the analogy, Ryan. Yeah, I love you too, cat lady. I love you too, Angie. Renee says Michael Holm wasn't happy. If I was, if it was Willow, would have never cheated. Ooh, I mean, it's not a justification for it, but I do get it. Francis says, "What do you think of Carly downplaying Drew going ungrateful? Absolutely ungrateful, Francis. Unfucking grateful. He went to jail. He spent time away from his daughter so she could sit there and be with her daughter. You got the nerve to sit there. Um, you got the nerve to sit there. Nah, f all that. Exactly. F out of here." Francis, what's good, Island? What's good, Dolometics? What's good, Deluxe? Kylie says, I know for sure Frank is not paying you right. You got the small cup. Uh, I didn't feel like going to CVS to get my normal cup. She's so sassy. Island says if Willow wasn't happy, then she should have communicated to Michael that excuse is a cop out. Yeah, that's true. Uh, Angie being the baddie. Well, Ryan, that's a difference of opinion. How about we sit there and say that, Ryan? That's a difference of opinion, and just move on. I will fast forward to JJ and Gabby scenes. Also, Belle and EJ absolutely disgusting. I want to throw. You want to throw. Now, Donna said, just because someone is good to you doesn't mean you're happy with them. Exactly. But see, that's the thing, though, right? So I do agree with that. That doesn't mean that you're happy with them, but you should sit there and tell them that instead of going behind their back and doing what you're doing. You know, I'm not going to go as far as Ryan to sit there and say that's victim blaming because it's a soap opera. It's not really that serious, but like, it's not justification. You know, Terry says, "Man, you don't sleep with their family. Yeah, you don't, but people are human and they mess up from time to time." Eagle fan, what's good, Eagle? Ron says, of of course you would say different things because you look at nasty, gross, disgusting EJ and JJ. Oh, okay. Lux says, do you think Sonny and Jason will leave the business after this? Hmm. If I say it one more time, what? Renee says, I was glad Michael finally figured out about Willow. Yes, exactly, Renee. And I agree. Michael was spot on. But it's funny though, because Michael was spot on. He said something the fans been saying for years. Willow came to him because of Wiley. Oh, I know, Ryan. I'm kidding too. I'm kidding too, Ryan. I told you I don't. I have fun doing this. So, but I do think that people are human and fallible, though. Tommy says, "Do you think Damon can take Abby away?" No. But to be fair, Tommy, Abby does have a history of cheating, so Donna says, "My best friend's husband was good to her. She wasn't happy, so she left. It happens." Yeah, but did she cheat though? I mean, I get that, Don. If you're not happy in a relationship, you should leave. So I get that part. You don't stay in a situation you're not happy. Life is too short for that. But, you know, Domex has noticed that they are kind of addressing Willow like her relationship was based off her owing him for his kindness towards her. Yeah, that's what I said. Michael was spot on with that. And Donna says you should never stay with someone just because you feel like you owe them something. If you aren't happy, you have every right to leave. Exactly. You give grace for Julia. You get okay. For instance, can you admit that you hold Michael to a different standard than Drew? You give Drew grace for what he did, but dislike Michael for not being angry enough about it. No, no. Here's the thing, Ryan. Here's the thing. I'm not giving Ryan. You said it's funny. You said that in my comment section. I'm not giving Drew grace. I said multiple times that what he did was messed up. Yeah, I've never not sat there. No, she didn't. She just came home one day. Okay, well that's fair then. Um, no, what Drew did was wrong. I've listened. I have sat there and called Drew out on that multiple times. I'm not disliking him because he's not angry enough. I'm disliking him because he's not assertive enough. That's why I don't like him. But I don't hate the character. I've disliked worser characters than him. I would choose Jerry Prentice over. Hmm, maybe you have a point, Ryan. Maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point, Ryan. And the difference is, oh, you got a good point there, Ryan. Hmm. Tommy says Reg is really selfish. I mean, they call him a waffle, right? But the women in his life are just as stupid for not there just taking that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tommy's right about that. Domac says Days letting JJ be a cop again is just bad writing. JJ quit being a cop because he accidentally shot Theo and couldn't deal with the pressure. Well, how is that? But how is that bad writing though? Right, so just admit that nothing Michael does will be enough for you to like him. That's not true. That's not true. Let me ask you a question, Ryan. I want to ask you a question. Why do you want me to like Michael? Hmm? Why do you want me to like Michael? Because there's a pattern. I be harsh on Michael, you want to defend him. I sit there and say I don't like this about Michael, you want to defend him. Why do you want me to like Michael for? Hmm? What's good, Jonathan? Now Donna says I don't excuse Willow for cheating, but the writing had already shown She was unhappy. She could have just left, asked for a separation before cheating, guys. No, but why is it bad writing though? Okay. I just, just curious, GH fan. Filmmaker said JJ stopped being a cop and became an EMT because he didn't want to be in those situations anymore. JJ was so upset from the shooting he almost. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, it's funny you asked that, Jonathan. I think that Johnson was being a goddamn hypocrite for sitting there being upset with Willow for cheating when her ass treated Cameron like a damn toilet seat. And then she sat there and tried to make a bunch of BS excuses. So, nah, she don't get to sit there and judge somebody else for cheating when she treated somebody else like a damn toilet seat. To the point to the point we had to sit there and move out. We had to move. So we not gonna sit there and do that. Absolutely, Donna. No, absolutely. That's what we're here for. Donna is Well, Donna is a smart cookie. Okay. So it's happy though, like Donna Carly's whole relationship with Sunny began with her cheating. And while she wants to sit there and practically talk about how Drew's a homewrecker, so is Carly. What's good, Big Nate? Yeah, you're right. And Johnson says, and Nina is going to jump to Willow defense tomorrow against Jocelyn. Of course she is. The dingbat that she is, of course she is. Jocelyn telling off Willow was great. Difference of opinion. That scene kind of reminded me of Lulu raking Elizabeth over the coals. Liz cheated on Lucky with Nicholas. Okay. But the thing is, like I said, Jocelyn don't need to be snipped to talking about how somebody else cheated. She cheated too. Donna says, and yes, Carly cheated on Jason with Sunny. People forget that. Exactly. So you're not going to sit there and come and talk about, oh, well, you did this and you broke up happy. Carly, you can miss me with that. Let's sit your ass in the corner somewhere. Why do you feel sorry for Doug? Man, you have false memory. He stole a effing necklace from Julie because he owed those stuff. They should have broke his damn foot. I love it. Oh, Ron. Now you see why I rock with Ron, JH fan. He's my jester. You know what a jester is, right? Johnson says it looks like Willow is starting to embrace her inner Reeves energy. Yeah. Ninaism. Ninaisms. I mean, I get that, Island. I do. I understand that the circumstances and everything like that is different. I get that. Right? Like I said, you cheated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cheated. You don't get to sit there and judge somebody else for something that you did. You treated someone like a goddamn toilet seat. Said, I didn't owe you anything, quote, and then ask for a favor from the person that you just cheated in the same goddamn scene. No, you don't. No, 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 no. Jocelyn, you get to sit there and sit your little ass down somewhere in the corner right next to your damn mother. Ungrateful ass. Any particular reason why, Jonathan? Dominic says, do you know how bad you gotta upset a dude that he friend zoned you for 30 years? Carly can't talk. Mm, mm, exactly. Carly needs to sit her ass down. Sure, you're on at family's house. Okay, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, I don't blame you, Jonathan. Wink, wink. Here we go. Absolutely, here we go. Absolutely, here we go. Now, Ryan says, if Jocelyn has said you're right and I regret doing it, it will never happen again. But the difference between us is that I've learned from my mistakes. You would have felt totally different about it. No, I would have respected it though. I would have respected it, but I still would have been like, you need to sit your ass down. But I would have respected it though. I would have respected it a lot different than her that they're saying, well, the technical difficulties is no, 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 no. You came at somebody for cheating. Your ass cheated. You need to sit there and sit your ass down. And Jonathan, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that he was sitting there having a conversation with his mother when somebody could just walk into the room at any point in time, yeah, that was pretty stupid. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. I would respect it, but I still would mean you need to sit your ass down somewhere. Donna says not only that, Carly nearly got Jason killed when she cheated on him with Sonny. Hmm. One question says, how did you feel about Christina making it all about herself again? I felt like, I mean, well, I can understand that in a sense, Wink. I wouldn't sit there and say that she made it all by herself, but when you're dealing with somebody in the hospital and you're really nervous and afraid to sit there and see them in bandages and things of that nature, I get that. I don't see how that she made it about herself, but if you've been in situations like that, you can understand how she felt. So rumors, huh? Okay. All right. No, it doesn't. It does not, Tori, babe. It absolutely does not. What she did was wrong. What Drew did was wrong also. So yeah, their ass is getting dragged out. So no, it doesn't make it right. No one's not there saying it makes it right. It's just not there saying that Jocelyn needs to sit there and sit her ass down. Okay, it means that Carly needs to sit there and sit her ass down because they're not in a position to sit there and be judging anyone. But the thing is, they're in their feelings, they're in their emotions, and I don't give a. But I get it. Damn, Donna said she decided to vacuum while that shit was on. Trey says no one on that soap can. Yeah, I agree with that. I know, Jonathan. I saw a couple of videos on that. Hell, even that guy named Tyrone Magnus was in there talking about that. So no, I get it. And that's true, Terry. Even when Michael cheated, I got on his ass for that. He said I think he cheated with Sasha. And then people were still snipping saying, but I'm still on Michael's side, even though he did the exact same thing that Willow did, which was cheat. But whoa, 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 whoa. Because Willow was doing it longer and Willow was doing it first. And no, 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 no. I don't care. Are you expecting Carly and Jocelyn to be nice? No, actually, I don't. I absolutely do not expect them to be nice. You're absolutely right. I don't expect them to be nice. But it's not going to stop me from sitting there telling them to sit their hypocritical asses down. I don't expect them to be nice. And I'm going to sit there and tell them to sit their hypocritical asses down all day, every day, 5 days a week. When he says I'm done with Marvel, we're never getting that Blade movie. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, I'm cool with just the Wesley Snipes one. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I never really cared for the idea of them just redoing Blade again. You know? Like, why? Like they have so many other characters they can focus on. And besides, like, I'm still always gonna see him as Cottonmouth. I'm always gonna see him as Cottonmouth. Well, of course, Twerry. I mean, it's a little bit kind of different because you are a parent and you're gonna see it from a parent's point of view. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool, Wesley. And again, I still see him as Cottonmouth. So it's like, yes, I can, Ryan. I absolutely can. It's about perspective. Absolutely not. Nope. Don't care. Cheating is cheating in my eyes. You did it. You're dirty just like her. She might have done it first. She might have done it more, but you still did it. So no, 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 no. Absolutely not. Exactly, Wank. Prince says, Albert, are you for real? Michael is Jocelyn and Carly's son and mother. Are you terribly expecting them to say? I'm not terribly expecting to do anything, Prince. I'm not sitting there expecting to do anything. But I'm not going to sit here and not call them hypocrites for them, especially Jocelyn's ass. Absolutely not. Jocelyn sat there and she cheated and she used the camera like a damn toilet seat. It'd be a cold damn hell before I not sit there and call her out for that. But it's a false equivalent. No, it's not. It's called perspective. And that's my perspective. And my perspective is going to be different from your perspective, but it's still my perspective. And I ain't changing it. Seriously, I'm not. But yes, Wayne, I was. I mean, come on now. They're making Silver Surfer a woman. Like, and it just seems unnecessary, you know? Nope. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, 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 it's not. Michael was dirty. Willow was dirty. They were both dirty. Doesn't mean you can't defend your loved ones. You absolutely can, Eileen. You absolutely can. No one's not there saying that you can't. I'm just not there saying I'm going to call them out for their shit. Well, Ryan, like I said, it's a matter of perspective. Tori says Disney messing everything up. And the thing is, I'm not even just not there saying that like I'm trying to be sexist or anything like that. It just seems unnecessary. It seems really unnecessary to sit there. We're gonna make her a girl. Why? Reasons. I'm like, don't give me that multiverse crap. All we wanted was a Silver Surfer movie, and they went with that version. Yeah, exactly. It's just unnecessary. And then we get Doctor Doom, but then we get Robert Downey Jr. again. So we're not going to get Doctor Doom. We're going to get a Robbie Downey version of Doctor Doom. Like I can't sometimes. Well, I will sit there and say this much, Island. I do agree that Drew needs to sit there and learn how to read a room. But you know, I stand by that. I stand by calling Jocelyn a hypocrite. I stand by Snitcher saying, Michael, you know what? You sat there and you cheated too. So I don't want to sit there and hear shit out of your mouth. Willow, you were wrong for what you did to Michael. Michael sat there and gave you the world, and that's how you repay him by sitting there showing your ass. And even if you were unhappy, which is fine, you could have did it a different way, but you didn't. I'm holding their ass both accountable. The comic book movie era is over. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. Because I don't agree with movie. I don't agree with superhero fatigue. You can just simply not watch something. It's just the way that they're going about it. I'm not a huge fan. It's like, oh, let's put in the Fantastic Four. Why? Why? And from what I understand, it's not even going to be in the same universe as like the other superheroes. So, like, what are we doing? Oh, and you're going to make that guy the I forgot the name of that actor, but you're going to make him Richard. You're going to make him Richard Reeves. Like, really? I don't know, the Jonathan. I only said that this like Marvel only movies that are like are Avengers, Cap One, The Winter Soldier, and Civil War. Well, see, the thing is, Wayne, when it comes towards animation, DC got that shit on lock. Oh, that's his name. Thank you, Johnson. Petro. Yeah, I don't see him as Richard as Reed Richards, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I said the thing. I said the same thing about Henry Cavill, and I was wrong. I said the same thing about Tyler, and I was wrong. So yeah, but Island is Marvel really supposed to be taken seriously though? It's supposed to be a comic book genre. Ryan says to be clear, I don't think that what Michael did was right either. I don't want to seem like I'm saying what he did was okay. I just don't think it's equivalent as bad as what Willow did. Okay, I respect that. I disagree, but I respectfully disagree. And Donna said, Wink, I didn't think it was as bad as other people try to make it seem. Um, I wouldn't sit there and say it was among my favorite. I like the character. I thought they could have did better, but you know, I don't. And that's the thing. Wait, I don't think it was like the feminine garbage that people said it was, or they were trying to be woke or anything. Princess, women on the show better hold the partners because Willow will cheat on Drew with them. Portia better hold Curtis. Curtis was another person that was annoyed me today. I'm gonna be honest. Why the is my music not on? Curtis is another person that annoyed me today. Okay. Ryan says, does Michael get a little more credit for about being sorry about it? No. Well, yes, but he still did it though. Yeah, he recognized what he did was wrong, and that's good, Ryan. I mean, Willow recognized what she did, but she still kept doing it. But my point is, though, Ryan, I'm not going to sit there and cut Michael slack. I'm not cutting Willow slack. I'm not cutting Michael slack. They both cheated. That's the bottom line. Island says, yeah, but look at how Daredevil was written, very mature written. Writing the Marvel movies to me were for kids. Yeah, but to be fair, aren't they always kind of for kids though, in a sense? Well, I mean, the thing is, Ryan, here's the thing. You keep sitting there trying to turn these scenarios to try to make me either agree with Michael, side with Michael, or something along the lines of Michael. And to be honest, I'm not really giving him a lot of I'm not giving him a lot of leeway. I don't think that he's the worst character though, Ryan. I watch all four soap operas. So I can tell you right now, he's not the worst character. But you know, the thing is, Ryan, I can get on Jocelyn's ass way more than I can get on Michael. If we're gonna be real, so Michael is at the low totem pole of characters that I dislike. Ron says, "I bet the guy that plays Finn on Rinse and Repeat is boring. He's not an actor. Period. This guy needs to go back to school acting. He adds nothing to this show anyway." Oof. Uh, Ryan, I mean, Ryan, I barely remember Jerry Apprentice. It's not like I don't want him back. I just I don't really care about the character one way or the other. I'm glad that you at least think he has a good heart. I don't think that Michael is the worst character out of all four of the soap operas. I don't really care for him that much, and I'm going to stand by that. But I don't think he's the worst character of all. Renee says, I think people look at what Willow did worse because it was his uncle. Cheating either way is wrong, but cheating with family is different. That's some nasty download ish. Mm. And it sounds like an excuse to me. I almost feel like I need something stronger before I read this, but okay. Well, way stronger than soda. Prince says Mike only cheated because Willow kissed Drew and he was drunk, but what Willow did, she was off her sound mind and was fully aware of what she did. Oh well, then that makes it a lot better than he only did it because she did it. Yeah, and he was drunk, so that's totally fine. That's that's a man looking at it the wrong way. Jesus fucking Christ. Jade Fan says the guy who plays Daredevil on the show was on an episode of Downtown Abbey. Have you? I've heard of it. I partly want to watch it, but it never piqued me that much. I do like the actor though. I did hear that's a good show though. Like PBS, I think that's probably one of PBS's best shows that they've done. I get it. I get it. Crystal Joss was not married to Cam. Well, cheating is cheating. I stand by that. Yeah, I heard. I heard. Probably one of PBS's best shows that I think they've done. Well, when I was growing up, I used to like this show called. Well, okay, this is not on the same level, obviously, but I used to like this show called Ghostwriter. It was a kids show, but I still did like it. Oh, it's on Peacock. Okay, yeah, no, Ryan, I got Peacock. Johnson says I heard Rachel might get kidnapped on days. Oh, I love those commercials. Liberty Bibbity. But yes, Wayne, that was my show back in the day. Yep. Of course, Jonathan remembers that because Jonathan knows all the good shows. Let's just keep it real. That's right, old school PBS. Prince says, "Abba, have you heard the actor that plays Bill's son on B&B will be playing Michael?" No, I did not hear that. Um, I don't see that happening, but okay. Of course, Carmen San Diego. That kind of remind me of Kristen and about is that cheating is just as bad you're dating as is when you're married. If that was the only difference, I'll be on your side. Eh, yeah, Wink, I don't see that happening. Donna says married or in a dating relationship. Cheating hurts the same. It's a violation of trust, so cheating is cheating to me. Exactly. Exactly. Ron says, Albert, of course you're making excuses, not remembering Jerry Prentice, but you don't forget Wendy Shin. I kind of forgot her too, to be honest. I didn't really care for Wendy. Um, Ron, I think that you're probably the only person that generally cares about Jerry Apprentice. Oh, that's his name. That's his name, Ryan. Okay, oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. But I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. The world is gonna have to wait with bated breath as far as if they're gonna recast and how that's gonna look and the energy and everything. I mean, remember you had the other guy. Oh, him? Oh no. Oh, him? I thought you was talking about what's good, Kaiwan? I thought I thought they were talking about what you call it, Will's other son. I forgot about. I keep forgetting he actually has three sons. He has three sons and a surrogate daughter. A surrogate daughter, in a sense. Like obviously that's not his real daughter, but that's his daughter. Until she does something else to screw up. And it says Wyatt, Liam, and Will. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, Ryan. I mean, I hope we all. Yeah, we all do. Remember Ryan when they had the other guy play Michael. I mean, I get that. What, Donna? JOJ is interviewing Frank V next. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be one for the record books right there, Donna. And Twitter says, "Nah, cheating with your hubby's uncle is diabolical." Yeah, but what Michael did was wrong too. Of course not, Island. Of course not. That is my jester right there. What's good, Amber? That is my jester right there. And Remy, our talent actor, just skip this Finn guy. Go to Liberty Bibbity. No, it is Thursday. No, it is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. Oh, of course, Ryan. No, of course. That's what I said. Remember the other guy that came in when Michael found out about the kiss, and that energy was not the same. Chad Dude was doing something he wasn't on the show. No, Chad Dude kills it. Chad Dude kills it. So, but I also do. Thank you, Ryan. Robert Addison. Yes. Um, the energy just was not the same. There's no disrespect to the actor, but like That first time that he found out, and we had another actor play it, just no, I get it, Tori. That's right, Ryan. He used to be Noah on YNR. A little bit before my time, but yes. One says, yes, I always feel the fact that Carly is jealous in this whole thing. And I feel like now Vincent is looking up in heaven saying, I thought it was right about Carly. I was wrong. Wink says, you drinking that Sprite pisses me off. All they had left. Ooh, Sprite Zero. Ooh, ooh. I am so sorry to that. Cat Lady, no thanks to Dollar Tree Michael. Stay in. Stand in. Well, that is true, Ryan. I am trifling. I don't know about disgusting, but I am trifling. That is actually very true, Chad. I am one trifling blank, 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 blank. Trust me, Wank, I want to be drinking something stronger, but I do got to wake up early in the morning. So, see, there you go, Wank. See, that's the makings of a villain. I'm trifling. I'm petty. I can be vindictive. I mean, just some amazing qualities. Yeah, just like we had just Ryan, when we had Dollar Tree Taggart, not the OG Taggart, but we had the Dollar Tree version of Taggart before they just decided to just got rid of they decided to just get rid of the Taggart character altogether. Frank says we don't talk about him. Damn. Unless he got an Emmy for that prison storyline. Who got an Emmy for that prison storyline? Is against Aaron being with Sophia's mom? Of course not, Ron, because that's disgusting. I mean, that's illegal. But he is right. I am a very trifling person. And your comment is way up there. No, I haven't heard of that, Wink. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't find your previous comment, but yeah. All right. That's news to me, though. I mean, listen, GH was not using that man, and they should have. So that's unfortunate. Um, why the Emery says you said Tuesday. Tuesday what? Was nominated for an Emmy for that. He didn't win until a few years later. Oh, okay. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, we'll see though. We shall see. Remember us with Jason. That is very true. Um, well, case is coming out the 14th. Is it the 14th? Or is it the 24th? I think it's the 14th. Remember, so you said today's Tuesday. I don't remember you saying that, but okay. Um, I could have said that. So I don't know. What did he win his Emmy for? Hmm. Yeah, that sounds like Nicole Michael. I wish you had that Michael. I wish we got that Michael. But I get it. Characters go up and down. Like Sam. I miss old school Sam. Not the Karen version that came in there and started whining to Jason about da 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 da, telling Carly, "Oh, you need to make sure that Jason stays away." No, boo. You had a baby with him. You get to shut the f up forever at that point. You don't get to sit there and talk. So that's the thing. I will drag somebody. Yeah, Ryan. I miss old school. Exactly, Wink. Old school badass. Um, badass Sam. But you know, I mean, I've heard in interviews that she didn't even recognize her character. That's interesting, though. I guess he must have said in his live that he was going to be interviewing Frank Valentine. Renee says, "You know what, Ryan? I get that, but still, I'm not cutting her any slack. I'm not cutting her any slack. You had a baby with a mobster. You get exactly what you get. You deal with it, and that's it. Yeah, you can sit there and come across as a Karen, but I'm gonna sit there and drag your ass for sitting there acting like that. You shouldn't have chose to have a baby with her. Point blank. Period." Renee says, "Albert, that was how the writers were writing Sam's character." Yeah, I get it. Corey says, "It's the crappy writers." Yes, no, I mean I get that. I'm just saying. Yeah. Ryan. Ron. I gotta sit there. I gotta sit there and I guess I know that the actress. I know that the actress has a podcast, so I gotta check it out though and see what she's up to. She totally went into true mode. Yeah, and that's the thing, Cherry. I know it doesn't. Here's the thing. Maybe somebody else that have a little bit more compassion and be like, well, she turned into a mother, and like I don't really do the whole compassionate thing. I don't. That ain't me. Um, Maybe Cat Lady would be more compassionate. Maybe Brock would be more compassionate. Oh, thank you, Francis. I had a feeling it was 24. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate that. But yeah, I rarely do it. What's good, Joey D? Um, but yeah, I don't. No, no. But to each his own. When he says lies, you're compassionate for Drew. Well, rarely, rarely, Wink. And here's the thing: I even called him out though. Wink. To be fair, I still call him out. Because what he did was foul. What he did was foul. So yes. Ryan says, "You seem like you would laugh at someone else's crying." Well, depends on who they are. Or you know what? Twary would have more compassion than me. Yes, if you want somebody a little more on the compassion side, somebody who has a heart, that's Twary babes. Nope. Just keeping it real, Cherry. Just keeping it real. Like I said, I still call out Drew. You know. Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? I'm just going to sit there and say this right off the bat. This is the second time that she had to go into church and pray for her son's life because he was too close to Sonny. So, no, God is God. God is not a genie. Okay, you got your miracle the first time and you didn't sit there and get away from that situation. You still chose to sit there and be with him. You still chose your family to be with him, knowing what kind of person he is. So yeah, Drew is absolutely right. And I know people get sit there and say, well, that was shit timing. I don't give two flying. Say what you want, but Joss nailed her scene. Well, Eden did, yes. He says, I don't know about that. About what, though? You being, well, you're much more compassionate than I am. I can tell you that right now. Tori says, someone got mad because I was going in on Liz. uh, yeah, I get that, Island. But he still had a point. Jason will join WSB. Sonny will become a priest. Might as well. All these characters are being effed with so bad, unrecognizable at this point. Hmm. Yeah, it's funny, Ron. Um, I know you asked me that question before, and what I said before was, why would Vivian just tell her whole truth for her? Why would she sit there and just tell the truth? Prince says, Abba, are you forgetting that what is an adult? How do you expect Carly to keep him away from Sonny? Oh, Michael. Let's see that. But he got married to him, you know? Maybe as an adult, fine. If you want to go back, you want to go back. But, like, she knew, at the end of the day, she chose herself. She chose her love over her kids' safety. All those years ago, when you decide to hook up with Sonny and be with Sonny and have your kids there, you made a poor choice. You did. So that's the truth of the matter. And it's funny too, because like Sonny said, it was a good thing that Donna wasn't there. Because it wasn't because it wasn't the truth. I can't deny that it was my issues that he said that to hurt her. Okay, and what did she sit there and say to hurt him? So what? He you don't like the fact that he hurt her with a comment, but she had no qualms that they're hurting him with his comment. With her comment, isn't it they're calling him selfish and everything else in the book? No, 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 no. Carly is not going to get a free pass to sit there and start hurling insults. But she knew exactly what she said, too. Thank Yes, thank you. Renee says Carly should have never been with Sonny and damn sure shouldn't have made him a fuck. Thank you. He didn't cut to the bone like that, like he did. You still said an insult. What do you think? Because one is lighter than the other, it's supposed to be okay? Oh, well, you said something light to me, so I don't need to sit there and be that mean to you. F out of here. You're not going to sit there and start insulting somebody and then tell them what level that they're allowed to sit there and go. Once you sit there and say something, you are not, let's put it this way, you cannot control somebody and how they're going to react. Princess, I have a feeling that you like Willow and Drew and you don't like Carly. Hmm? What gave you that idea? Haley says we don't give an F about Drew's feelings. What part don't you get? Is she serious? Ah, I love this woman. Thank you. Renee says Carly knew when Michael got shot and she still had two more kids with him. Right in there. Yeah, and I agree with that, Eileen. He should have been able to read the room and not go there looking for her. Okay. I'm 100% sure about that too, Jonathan. No, she says some insults that she sent some insults his way. Or because his insults are a little more lighter than hers, she gets a pass? No. No, 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 no. And again, he was right. You know, sit there and start blaming somebody, you start with yourself. Not when her son is in the hospital, though. Well, she should have thought about that. Are you supposed to sit there and take a time out? Oh, you said some hurtful things to me. Let me not. I get what you're saying, but you said some hurtful things. I'm going to sit there and say some hurtful things back. Your son's in the hospital because of you. That's the truth of the matter. It's harsh, but it's true. You ain't getting no time out. You're not getting no damn reprieve. Start running your damn mouth. That's exactly what's going on back. I get that, Ryan. Yeah, and again, I sat there and said, I don't disagree. He should have read the room and not been there. But he was there, and she said what she said, and he said what he said. You know, I don't know at this point, Wink. Um, Maybe he should just let the business go. I mean, people have been annoyed with the mob stuff for years. So, give it to one of his other employees that we don't get to see. I get that, Ryan. I do. But what I'm sitting there saying is, like, again, you don't sit there and say something and then not have. You're not going to get a blanket pass. You're gonna think straight and your son. I get that. I get that, Tori. I do. I do. But you said what you said. He said what he said, and that was it. Next time, don't sit there and run your mouth if we don't want something to come back at you like that. I'm not sitting there saying it's right, and it might have been the right timing, but it is what it is, and it's the truth, right? What about the mob element? What will take its place? Romance and um, drama, and I mean, it definitely won't be the same General Hospital that we've been known for years. I will sit there and say that much. But yeah, should have never got together with Sonny. We knew exactly what Sonny was. And then when Michael got shot, eventually you still found your way back to Sonny. Now, if he would have came back years later on at that point, then yeah, it just would have been what it was. But Drew was right. People may not like him and they don't want to sit there and maybe see his side on that point, but Blank says, I like to see them bring back PR stories. I want to sit there and see that with Curtis for years. I want to sit there and see that with Sam for years. And we didn't get that. Johnson says, I think I still think a new version of Spencer could take over the mob. Yeah. Is that what you want, or is that what you think is likely going to happen? That's the thing, guys. Is that what you want? Is that you think is likely going to happen? The mob, because become a businessman, he can own the ELQ and he can buy Sunny shit. What? I do too, Donna. He could have shut the hell up when you have done something that down in the gutter. You need to be quiet when people get mad. Hmm, I respect your opinion, Ryan. I will sit there and say that much. Kind of disagree with it a lot, but that's totally fine. I kind of disagree with a lot of that, but that's fair. I will sit there and say this much, Ryan. Um, I don't think that if somebody was that selfish, he would sit there and go to jail for somebody else. So, but I will sit there and say he was out of pocket for going to try to find Carly. Okay, you know that her son is in the hospital fighting for his life. You shouldn't be able to read the room, and that's not what he did. Well, like I said, Ryan, I will sit there and say that much. He should have sat there and read the room. But I stand by everything I said about Carly. You don't sit there and start running your mouth, and then when you get some, and then when you hear something you don't like, oh well. You should have been a little more grateful knowing that he went to jail for your ass. He got separated from his daughter so you could sit there and be with your daughter. But you have the audacity to sit there and call him selfish. Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. You keep saying that, Ryan. I don't really understand. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But it is what it is. He got in the room. They started. She ran her mouth. He said something she didn't like. Oh, well, but it's the truth. I will sit there and say he shouldn't have been there in the first place. Um, Johnson said, I don't know, I don't know how likely it, but think about it. He both Calcedon and Corinthos and experience on the island. He could possibly stranded on could prep him for that. How? I mean, being a Corinthos. So he said that was his choice. That was whose choice? Drew's choice for walking in there. He shouldn't have walked in there. So you're saying that Carly should have taken the high road. That's fair. I'm not saying she should have took the high road, but like how you gonna sit there and call somebody selfish when they went to jail for you? They didn't have to do that. Drew did not have to go to jail for her. People got upset with Drew because Drew chose Carly over spending time with his daughter. So um it's not about taking the high road, but you gonna sit there and call him selfish when he went to jail for you. He didn't have to. And the experience on the island, he could possibly. I I don't understand how him being stranded on an island could prepare him for being the next mob person. So that's the part that I mean, yeah, he may have that in his blood as far as him being a Corinthos, but I mean, Christina is a Corinthos island survival. I mean, Chris, okay, um, okay, okay. No, like I said, island, and I said that. That's what I. Yesterday I said, "Damn if you do, damn if you don't." If they stayed away, then people would have sat there and crapped on them. Yes, I know. I see where you're going, Jonathan. Um, okay, a little kind of shaky, but okay. But here's the thing, though, Prince. Okay, Prince says, "Let's be real, Albert. Drew never expected to go to jail. He thought he was going to get a slap on the wrist." Yes, that's true, but he didn't even have to get that slap on the wrist. If we're going to be honest, he didn't have to go to jail for 3 months. His original thing was going to jail for 3 months. That's 60 days. No, that's 90 days away from your child. So even if he thought he was going to get a slap on the wrist, if I have a daughter, why am I going to sit there and spend 90 days away from my damn child to go to jail for her? No, no, I'm not going to jail for 90 days for her. But if I love her and I want her to be with her child, then I'm going to do that. I think it was out of pocket for Drew to even sacrifice that, for even Drew to go to jail for her because he had a daughter. He practically said that her daughter was more important than his daughter. Yeah, but the point is, he did it for her. So we can't sit there and say I wouldn't have went to jail for nobody. Okay, exactly, because nobody's going to say. But the point is, he did it. He put her daughter needs above his own. But she has the audacity to sit there and say you're selfish. I wish I had something stronger. I know she didn't ask. She didn't have to. That's what being selfless is. I get it. I get it. Um, she didn't ask him to go, so okay, fine. Well, Prince, we can agree to disagree on that. And part of me does get it. Part of me does get it. People don't like Drew, right? So anything that he does, even if it's on a positive, people are going to sit there and try to find a way to spin it into a negative because they don't like Drew. And I get that, right? The option of thank you, Donna. But again, I get it. You don't like Drew, you don't like a character, it doesn't really matter what they do. Um, they're always going to sit there and look at it in a negative way, or find some sort of way to be, or find some sort of way to sit there and tone something down. That's fine. I like Drew, but I get that um, that wasn't the best time to go there. He shouldn't have went to the hospital at all. Willow shouldn't have went to the hospital at all because nothing got accomplished by going there. You know, on some level, yes, maybe you could sit there and look at that like they were absolving their own guilt. So I get that part. But I like Drew, and I can see that. But that's just me. I get that. I get that, DC. And like I said yesterday, damn it if you do, damn it if you don't. If she didn't go, people would have sat there and been upset. If she did go, people would have sat there and been upset. But what do you think you're gonna sit there and accomplish by going there? Yeah, exactly. He went to jail for her. But like Sonny and Jason, I'm just like that's let's just let that sit there. Okay. So DC is starting off being a brat. Okay. DC is in his bratty mode right now. So that's fine. Um Two, I just don't think she's attracted to Michael. Hmm? As says to everybody just finished watching GH, it wasn't for that flashback, I would have understood why Jason said what he said because of the promise he made. What's good, Tom Tom? He also says I can't wait for Willow to go full Nina mode. Um I don't know what to say to her. Carly is going to rip him and tomorrow that's where she's Tom Tom says, so Albert, are you rooting for Drew and Will? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go, Johan. Absolutely. Absolutely, Tom Tom, I am. But I also understand that it was a little out of pocket for them to be there. As says, I get Diane and Morty are thinking like lawyers, but Willow needs to get away from Nina because she's going to push the issue for Willow to use her power that she can have she has over Michael's health. I mean, lawyers are just going to be lawyers. That's just what it comes down to. That. So I don't knock either her, Diane or her. Oh, DC, you never really have a good reason to cheat. You may have a good reason to be unhappy, but that doesn't justify cheating. There are better ways to go about it if you're unhappy. So I get that part. Yes, Tom Tom. Justice, what do you think of Brady and Kristen saying to that? I'm glad that Kristen finally admitted that Rachel needs therapy. You know, because at first she wasn't there for it, and them arguing back and forth. Happy night, Alan. It's great to see you. Them arguing back and forth and all their chaos is the part of the reason why Rachel is as screwed up as she is. I'm glad that she finally did get to see that, though. I agree with that. I agree with that. Ed. That's a very selfish thing to do. You know, um, and just the simple fact that, see, this is the thing though about Doug. Now I know my boy Kyrie is sitting there saying that Doug was a good man, but how can you be a good man, steal something from Julie, knowing that she's missing her husband, a part of herself, look her in the eyes, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm here, I'm with you," after what he did, you know. So like, I mean, granted, I don't think anybody should sit there and get beat up like that, but you know, you play games with dangerous men that you owe money from. What do you think's going to end up happening? You know, Ryan, maybe I'll feel a little bit different if I actually did watch it during that era with Eileen. See, like right now, I can only see her as Ashley. I can't see her as Kristen, and I feel like that's the opposite for some people. You know, they can't see Stacy as Kristen. Would you like to see a potential Sokna 2.0? Yes. I don't know if you was here for that, Jonathan, but I did sit there and say like I want them to sit there and show the shows that they're showing today. I want them to have their original content. I want them to sit there and try to rebrand it like they rebranded G4 TV and have actual soap opera content creators come on there to sit there and give their opinions and stuff. I think if that happened, they'd be in a much better position. It's a shame, unfortunately, with G4 TV, but at the same time, like, would you like to see shows like Montreal on there? Well, definitely some originals. Um, Kind of like how they did with what was it called? Being Erica Kane, being Erica. They should have stuff like that. They should have their own original programming, like being like Erica. Donna said GH writers are probably thinking, well, damn, no matter what we write. Of course, Donna, because at the end of the day, you know, you just can't please everybody. You cannot please everybody. Well, see, there you go, GH fan. You just proved Donna's point. You kind of just proved Donna's point, and it's fine. You know, I sit there and say stuff about GH and stuff too, but you know they can't please everyone. Her family based on what Sophia said, so I wonder how things will play out when Sophia and Tate go adoption. Well, she ain't gonna have it. But I always sit there and say this much at I think people are kind of vilifying her a little bit because of her strong religious background, you know. And I did that at first too, but I did kind of sit there and see where she was coming from. See, the thing I like about Amy is that she's not like Nina. She's not sitting there making excuses for her daughter. She's holding her daughter accountable. Yeah, she's coming at Tate a little sideways, but she is holding her own daughter accountable. You know, she raised her daughter to sit there and grow up a certain way. She had expectations for her. And Sophia was irresponsible in that setting. So I understand where she's coming from. I can't necessarily knock her for that, but no, it's Jonathan. I would want them to sit there and kind of rebrand it like they did with G4. Oh, Tom Tom. I just think that they're hot, they're sexy, and they're flawed. You know, I mean, now as much as I like them, yeah, what they did was hella wrong. But people are fallible. They make mistakes, and I do think that they could be the next Luke and Laura. Hell, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, even Luke and Laura was not all that. So they don't really have that much of a milestone to sit there and try to. Too late, GH man, too late. Of course, like better than Luke and Laura DC. I mean, again, I think that Luke and Laura is overrated. Um, no, Tom, that's just my opinion. It doesn't make me delusional because I believe because my perspective is different than yours. It just makes my perspective different than yours. And it says stop it with that comparison. Can't do that. Oh, come on, Twerry babes. I ex- I expect a little bit different from you, Twerry. Yeah, exactly. Because you know how they started off. So yeah, that's as says I would root for them to be their own thing. No, of course. I'm just not there saying like I agree with Cameron Madison as far as what he said. No, I like them though. I like them. I'm rooting for them. I also want Anna and Jason. When the hell are we going to get that? That is my question. But listen, I'm gonna sit there and end the stream here. I should have ended like 50 something minutes ago, but I had so much fun doing this, as you know. Where you tell them to sit down. Uh, Ryan says, "Let me ask you this: in the future, is there if there is a cheating scandal and Drew and Willow give them a hard time, will you tell them to sit down and shut up?" Depends on what it is. Okay, DC. DC, of course, is the Lauren Collins of soap opera content creators. Corey says, Albert, you do have the right to your own opinion. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, have a good night, Donna. Have a good night, Twaries. Have a good night, DC. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, GH fan. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Dolomedics. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Cat Lady. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Janet. Um, have a good night, Ed at the bank. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soul Child Without Bostic. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you always. Hit the like button on the way out because it really does help. Have a good night, cherry ice cream. Johnson says, good night. Everyone hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like button because it really does help. And thank you all for another stellar. Jade fan says, so you're holding down to a different standard than Carly and Jocelyn got it. No, I really got to think about the question, though, to be honest. So you got to ask me that question again when I actually have a little bit more time to think about it. Have a night, Blackmon. And anybody that I didn't say good night to, you know exactly who you are. And I will sit there and see y'all in the next review. I will be on tomorrow, GH fam. So we gonna cook tomorrow too. All right. DC says, "Yep, he likes Drew like the way he likes Sunny and Jason." DC is being a brat. Okay. DC is being a brat. Have a good night, cherry ice cream. Yes, tomorrow I'll be back on. We'll sit there and cook tomorrow. We have a good time. And yeah. Laters.